Hello students, welcome back once again. Today we are going to discuss about polarity of bonds. Children, as we have studied so far, we have discussed about ionic bond, and in 10th standard also you have studied about covalent bond. Covalent bond is formed by the sharing of electrons, and ionic bond is formed by the transfer of electrons, isn't it? But when you consider some molecules like HF molecule and all, children, frankly, when we say there is no any completely ionic compound also, as well as there is no any completely covalent species where these bonds actually experience ionic compounds will experience some sort of covalent character, as well as covalent compounds experience some sort of ionic behavior. Means even though the ions are even though the electrons are shared in between this hydrogen and fluorine, but because of the highly electronegative nature of certain elements, they actually pull the shared electron towards itself. Okay, now suppose we are expected to have this electron cloud in between these two, but actual case the electron is more taken away by this fluorine atom. Here we know that fluorine is more highest electronegative element is fluorine only. Okay, so fluorine will actually not only fluorine, nitrogen, oxygen. Oxygen is the second highly electronegative element. Then nitrogen, chlorine. These elements actually pull the shared electron towards itself. So because of that, actually there is a polarity is generated. Means the bond becomes polar in nature. Okay, this polar nature means that bond electron cloud is shifted. Because of that, one end becomes slightly positive, that is delta positive, and the other side becomes slightly negative, means not completely negative. You cannot put a positive and negative. Positive and negative means electron is lost or electron is gained. Okay, now here actually electron is cloud is shifted to one side. Okay, so because of that we say that that particular atom attains some sort of negative charge. That's why we say delta negative. Because of this polarity, a dipole is formed. What is dipole means? Dipole means two poles are created. We know in case of a magnet, when you consider magnet has got a north pole as well as south pole. Like that, in between the bonds, there is actually polarity is produced. Due to polarity, bond becomes polar in nature, and this phenomenon we call it as a dipole moment is created. Dipole moment is actually a vector quantity in which we represent by an arrow mark with a cut on this side. Here this end shows the negative charge, and the other part we represent it as the positive side. Okay, so means the bond becomes polarized. In case of water molecule H2O, you know, oxygen is more electronegative as compared to both the hydrogen. So this bond will be shifted, means the electron cloud will be tend to move towards oxygen. So we can express like this form, and the resultant dipole moment will be towards this side. So the dipole moment will be experienced in this direction in case of oxygen. Okay, now if you consider another molecule like NH3. In case of NH3, you know, nitrogen is more electronegative as compared to hydrogen. So these bonds all gets highly polarized towards nitrogen atom. So the resultant dipole moment will be towards this side. Okay, so it will have a directional force will be experienced. That's what we call it as a dipole moment. Dipole moment mu is equal to Q into R. Actually here Q is actually the charge and R is the distance of separation between the two atoms. Okay, so dipole moment mu is equal to Q into R. By this we can calculate or we can find out how much is the polarization takes place between the bonds. Okay. Now children, let us discuss the dipole moment in detail with the help of some examples. So students, in general we can say that there are no bond or a compound with completely covalent or ionic. Now let's see what do you mean by non-polar covalent bond. Electrons are shared between atoms are equally attracted by atoms with the same electronegativity values that are called non-polar covalent bond. For example, in case of N2 and Br2, we see that in case of N2 I am talking about, in N2 both are nitrogen atoms and their electronegativity values are same. So what happens? Attraction between the atoms will be equal, isn't it? So the electrons are attracted equally by the atoms. The bond formed will be in non-polar in nature. Now let's see what is polar covalent bond. Electrons are shared between different non-metal atoms. Then it is called polar covalent bond. As we have seen in case of HF molecule, the electrons shared between the two atoms are attracted more towards fluorine since the electronegativity of fluorine is greater than that of hydrogen. Here you can see the polarity is or the bond is getting polarized more towards fluorine than hydrogen. Now let's define what is dipole moment. It is defined as the product of magnitude of charge and the distance between the centers of positive and negative charge. Dipole moment mu is equal to Q into R and the units are dBA units. 1 dBA is equal to 3.33564 into 10 raised to minus 30 coulomb meter. The dipole moment of HF molecule can be represented as hydrogen fluoride, in which the arrow indicates the direction of the shift of electron density in the molecule. Here you can see as fluorine is highly electronegative as compared to hydrogen. The arrowhead is pointing towards the fluorine atom and that cross point represents the delta positive part. Here we have some examples of molecules with different dipole moment values. The dipole moment in case of BeF2 molecule is 0. This is because the two equal bond dipoles point in opposite directions and cancel the effect of each other. Here you see children, beryllium fluoride. Fluorine is highly electronegative, as you know. So both the fluorine atoms lie in the opposite sides of beryllium atom, and the shared electrons are pulled by both the fluorine atoms. So the resultant dipole moment will be created in the opposite direction. So they cancel out each other and the effect is nullified. Now let us see the dipole moments of NH3 and NF3 molecule. There is a huge difference in the dipole moments of NH3 as well as NF3. The molecules have pyramidal shape with a lone pair of electrons on nitrogen atom. Although fluorine is more electronegative than nitrogen, the resultant dipole moment of NH3 is greater than that of NF3. So children, this is itself a question only. Dipole moment of NH3 is greater than that of NF3. In NH3, the orbital dipole due to lone pair is in the same direction as the resultant dipole moment of NH bonds, because nitrogen to hydrogen, you know that hydrogen is less electronegative as compared to nitrogen. So all the electron cloud is actually attracted towards the nitrogen atom and the resultant dipole moment in the same direction. Whereas in case of NF3, the orbital dipole is in opposite direction to the resultant dipole moment of the 3 NF bonds. So because of that, these dipoles are cancel out each other and the resultant dipole moment in NF3 is 0.80 into 10 raised to minus 30 coulomb meter only. Whereas in case of NH3, it is 4.90 into 10 raised to minus 30 coulomb meter. So children, with this we have completed the polarity in bonds. Rest of the topics we will be discussing in the coming modules. Thank you and have a nice day.